but is Brock Osweiler the most overpaid free agent in the history of the NFL? Think about that. It's rare that you can think of the worst, but what I have seen through 7 games suggests that the Houston Texans giving Brock Osweiler a 4-year, $72 million deal with $37 million of that guaranteed is maybe the worst deal in the history of the NFL. John Elway has to be sitting around in absolute glee over the way this happened. He has paid, this is from Darren Ravel I saw on Twitter, he has paid $216,000 so far this year for Trevor Siemian. The Houston Texans have so far paid Brock Osweiler $18.6 million. Think about that. Jason Martin, Robert and Danny G back in L.A. Can you guys think of a worst free agent signing in the history of the NFL? Now, maybe Brock Osweiler in the next 9 games of the Houston Texans season is going to turn into Tom Brady. I don't think so. I think he's awful. Not only is he awful, he's made DeAndre Hopkins look like just a regular dude. Like they can't get the ball to him.
Yeah.
Is this the worst free agent signing in the history of the NFL when you consider how much money? Again, the Texans are going to pay $18.6 million this year for Brock Osweiler. I can't think of a single player that has ever been signed for more money and been less beneficial to his overall team. And again, it's a 2-year guarantee of $37 million. Most NFL guys don't ever approach that contract if they play 15 years. Brock Osweiler starts, a few games for the Broncos, who have a great defense, convinces Bill O'Brien that he's the next big thing in the NFL, and so far has been a total bust.
I mean, we watched him in Denver. As a Broncos fan, I was not upset to see him go, not because I thought he was an utter bust, but because I thought he was overrated. I thought he was overvalued, and if Houston wanted to pay him that, then Houston could go right ahead and pay him that. I don't think anybody is upset in Denver that Trevor Siemian is under center and not Brock Osweiler. I did pull up NFL.com's 10 worst contracts of all time. That was before this one was signed. We might be able to touch on that in a little while. I need to look through it. But that money, $37 million guaranteed, the 2 years that you just mentioned, 4 years, $72, that's hideous. I mean, he had no poise last night. Now, he was dealing with a pass rush, of course, but still, I think your point about DeAndre Hopkins is maybe the most important point. If you make that guy look pedestrian, you suck.
Well, not only that, but he's returning to the place that kicked him to the curb. Like, this should have been the opportunity. If you have any kind of competitive spirit.
Yeah, it's a revenge game.
This is your opportunity to go back to Mile High, and it's like if your girlfriend dumps you, or if you're a girl, your boyfriend dumps you, the next time you see him out in public, you want to look absolutely fantastic. You want to have a new car. You want to be in better shape. You want to have a hotter boyfriend or girlfriend. You want to prove to them that you're better than they are. And Brock Osweiler goes back home to Denver, the place that put him on the bench for Peyton Manning, which probably didn't make him very happy in the playoffs after the way he played during the regular season. They had a contentious negotiation in the offseason. The Broncos eventually said, you know what? I've got a number in our mind. John Elway did. I know this. I know this position pretty well. If I'm going to pay a guy X, you better be really good. And instead, John Elway was like, I'm going to roll the dice. We'll try Trevor Siemian, and we'll go draft a new guy, Paxton Lynch.